A beautiful Wednesday evening here in Newport, Rhode Island sets the stage for Game 1 of 6 of the Pell Bridge Series between the Ocean State Waves and the Newport Gulls. Thank you for tuning in to the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Bisho. Newport dropped to 3-3 last night following a 1-0 loss to Keene, where the Gulls were able to put runners in scoring position but could not play any as a rain delay cut that game in half. It was a long night in New Hampshire where the Gulls were unable to come out on top. Newport comes into tonight 3-3. In those 3 wins, the Gulls are averaging over 13 runs per game, and their 3 losses just averaging 1 run per game. They'll try to get back on the right side of things offensively, but they're going to have to do it against the NECBL Pitcher of the Week this past week in Corey Kling for the Ocean State Waves. So it should be a great matchup between 2 great teams. Again, 1 of 6 against these in-state rivals. It's here at Cardines Field. First pitch at 6:35 p.m. Don't go anywhere. The pregame show continues here from Newport, Rhode Island on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the NECBL Network. I am Joe Dupuis, and I am here with Dre Lewis for a Gulls Eye view of what's going to be coming up. Now, Dre, the last home game you guys had, you had a perfect game. You were 4 for 4, you had a walk, and you had a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. Now, how exciting does it feel getting a big game like that, especially with how well you've been doing this so far this season?
Really good. Just trying to take it one AB at a time, kind of just be consistent as an offense and kind of as a whole, and we're just trying to come out here and just barrel baseballs and trying to put runs up. So that's really our focus.
Now, you played down in Georgia during high school, and you go to Manhattan, and they said that you said that the reason you wanted to play for the Jaspers was because, and this is a direct quote, that you wanted to play in New York. How does playing in New England and playing for the NECBL compare to playing in Manhattan in the MAAC and playing down in Georgia during high school?
It's really good baseball. You're coming out here every night. These guys are really good on the mound. They're trying to get you out, and you got to just compete. So I would just say every time we come out here, we just got to have a high focus, and it's it's a fight every time you step in the box.
All right. Now, obviously, everyone here is trying to show off what they can do for the potential MLB drafts. Now, you're a catcher, and you're not going to have a choice on who you'll be getting catches from. But if you had a choice of any pitcher, either past or present, that you could catch pitches from, who would you want to be catching pitches from?
This may be a kind of shocker, but I would say my brother. My brother's a pitcher. He doesn't play anymore, but I caught him a lot growing up just because we were relaying. We're brothers, so I would say my brother.
That's a great question. Thank you so much, Dre. Nice having you here, and I'm sure Gulls fans are happy to hear from you. We'll have more of the pregame show here on the NECBL Network after this. Welcome back to the Newport Gulls pregame show. Once again, I am Joe Dupuis, and I am here with one of our social media interns, Amanda Dronzak, for a Gulls Insider. Amanda, you told me that you want to work in sports journalism, and you specifically said you'd like to, at best, work with the Red Sox. What made you love the game of baseball?
When?
What made you love it?
My dad. There's a picture of us when I was a baby, and I'm on the couch and he's watching the Red Sox and I'm in a Red Sox onesie. So literally from birth.
Oh, that's precious. You love that kind of thing with family. Now, obviously you're a social media intern. I don't think anyone, maybe some of the people on the internship could possibly be on the Gulls if they were to try, if things had changed a little differently. If you were a baseball player, What position do you think you would love to try to do?
Well, when I played softball, I was a left fielder, but I was a second baseman first, so I'd say I'd go back to second.
Oh, an insider work, nice. Now, you go to Quinnipiac. How do you feel about the goal? Have you been to a Quinnipiac baseball game at all?
Yes, I've covered them.
Awesome. How does covering the Gulls and working with them, how does that compare to working with the Bobcats and their baseball team?
I think there's more access here with players, and that's not like anything negative. I just think it's a lot easier to get to know them because we're here as much as they're here. I think at school, there's one of me, so for every team, but here I'm focused solely on one team. So I think it's a lot easier to get to know the players and have them recognize my face, which helps with the stuff that we want to make.
I think a lot of people could agree with that. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for your time. It was great having you here.
No problem. Thank you.
And we will have more with the Newport Gulls pregame show here on the NECBL Broadcast Network after this.
Welcome back here on the field pregame at Cardines Field on the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Bisho. I'm joined alongside hitting coach Ted Regan. Coach, thank you for taking the time. This is a game coming in where you're bringing the Ocean State Waves, and you're in your 5th season. Do you guys approach this as just another game, or is there a little extra sizzle when you see the Waves on the schedule?
There's always an extra sizzle here. We've got a little competition between Ocean State, and I love it. We have that Governor's Cup, Pell Bridge Award, whatever we have.
The Pell Bridge Series,
yeah. It's got a little edge to it. I like it.
And Newport has been very successful, winning every series since 2019, trying to continue that with a game today. And I talked about it a little bit in the intro. In your guys' wins, over 13 runs a game. In the losses, only 1 a game on average, a couple of shutouts involved. What does your team have to do to get back on track at the plate?
Just got to be able to handle fastball. The velocity is a big thing here. So we're a little bit behind it. We're going to work on velocity. I got a new guy to help throw BP. Hopefully that'll increase the swings. And we just got to adjust to the velocity. Big velocity here.
And one thing I noticed was just before BP, talking with P.D. Kraska, the first baseman for Newport. What was that message about to him about maybe the way he approaches the plate?
I just got him a hitting drill so he doesn't get over his front side so often. A lot of guys start to cheat, get over their front foot, get a change up, they pop it up. So we kind of talk about staying on your backside and let the ball travel a little bit.
And talking to Chuck Pava before the season, he was talking about how this team, he wants to have pop across the lineup. He built a team that tried to be as big offensively, as good offensively as any team in the NECBL. Have you noticed that so far through a couple games from the guys?
Well, we certainly have the ability to swing the baseball bat. It's the velocity. It's early yet, big velocity. We haven't handled velocity well at all. So we will get there, though, because we can swing it.
One final thing, Coach, on the mound, Corey Kling, his first time through for the NECBL against North Adams, 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, faced the minimum for the Waves. And so have you guys thought of how you're going to approach, you don't have to give it to me right now, but in terms of stepping up to the plate against him tonight to start?
Yeah, we're going to try to hunt strikes and get on time and swing the bat.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Game 1 of the Pell Bridge Series. We'll see if you can get another win on the card. Thank you so much. Stay tuned here pregame as we got more for you here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Don't go anywhere.